And then if you guys don't know, Darkseeker is an amazing person, but also he has an amazing YouTube channel where he puts out wild content, and he probably has the best voiceover that I've heard like in almost any YouTube video. So if you guys are already following this man on YouTube, go ahead and drop him a sub. You're not going to regret it. This guy's amazing.
So, thank you very much to Trips there for the very kind words. A lot of people have been commenting on my voice, saying that they like it, saying that they find it relaxing. And another good friend of mine, Beardy Man, he's called my voice Silk. So, yes, thank you to Beardy Man and Trips for the very kind words. My voice, it's nothing special. It's just me being me, it's not an act, it's not an imitation of anything, it's just my voice, it's just how I am. So, if people enjoy listening to it, well, that makes me very happy. So do check out Trips' stream on Twitch. He often gets triple legend on different servers every season. An amazingly dedicated player, and he believes in pirates having families, hence his hatred for Galocka crawlers, and he hates birds. His hatred of birds was covered in one of my earlier videos, and that is certainly worth checking out. So today, we are looking at Reno Mage, courtesy of a player called Malu. Now, I feel that Reno Mage is harder to play than Reno Lock. Reno Lock has more flexibility, purely due to the hero power, the ability to tap for cards. And I think Reno Mage has more limited card draw in comparison, so you have to make the most of your resources that you have in hand, perhaps think a little bit harder about how to use those resources, since you can't tap immediately for an answer. I won't go into the specific interactions or strategies revolving around Reno Mage. If you want to learn about that, check out Slizzle466's recent Reno Mage video with EK Designer, and that video is on Slizzle's YouTube channel. And, you can get some great insights onto decision making with Reno Mage, explanations of what cards to include or not include. Both Slizzle and EK are very knowledgeable wild mode players, and you can check out that video. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Their deck is somewhat different to this deck, and for me though, this video is all about having fun, as you'll soon see. And this deck tries to pack a lot in. You have Janalai, you have Hexlord Malkras, you have Caligos, Pyroblast, Khadgar is in this deck with Power of Creation. Also goes very well with Astromancer. You've even got Vargoth in this deck. So there is a lot in this deck, but my advice with Reno Mage is as follows. If you draw Reno when you need him, you probably win the game. Right, that's my advice.
My fury.
Let the games begin.
And speaking of Reno, there's Reno. So, we have a 2-drop, we have a 3-drop. That means we have a curve. That puts us in, I think, a relatively good position here. We're going up against a rogue, so it's probably Kingsbane Rogue, which means there's probably going to be pirates as well. Having Reno available, it's a safety net. Gives you a bit more confidence moving forward in the game.
Ah, hello there.
And you had to think briefly there.
Hail,
You had to think for just a moment about whether or not to equip the Kingsbane. Ship's Cannon is pretty scary. I could coin out a 3-drop. But actually the 2-drop is better, I think. It's an on-curve play. And we're probably going to be able to draw a spell of some use. And Dragon's Fury is certainly useful. Now he knows that I've got this spell available And he has to think about how much to commit. Because how do I win this game? I win this game by clearing his board again and again, and then playing Reno. Now we have the coin, so on turn 4, if needed, we can Dragon's Fury, and it is going to be a board clear. So how much will he commit to this board? This is where the decision making comes in. Do I want to coin it out? I think I do. That ship's cannon has to go. Also, the Buccaneer is very dangerous as well because of the buff that it can give to his Kingsbane. If he were to use the last charge of the weapon, draw it again, play it again. Yeah, we need to get rid of that board. We're at 16. And he's putting us under a lot of pressure still. Now, if he's attacking with the last charge of the Kingsbane, it makes me think he's got the ability to draw it again. So he's probably got the Shiny Finder in hand. Yep. Was the first card in his hand? Wait, but he's not equipping? Well, isn't that interesting? Well, he's going to be rich. And this is where we start to make our comeback.
Feed the fish, landlubber.
Oh, okay. He wanted to go all in with the Buccaneer and the Tinkerzoil. That is why he held it back. And now we're staring down a ridiculous amount of damage, just like that, in one turn. We're actually close to being dead again. Wow. And that is the explosive nature of Kingsbane Rogue. But we can still clear this board. Value the cards here. And Mirror Image, Ray of Frost, both very useful. Yeah, he's just gonna whack face again, isn't he? Ouch, that really, really hurts. However, Khadgar to the rescue.
We must band together, united for Dalaran.
I'll never get tired of that entrance sound and the animation. It's beautiful. It really, really is. And now we have 4 taunts in the way.
Well played.
This is pretty strong. Wow, he doesn't attack. Okay. If he doesn't attack, how else is he going to get through?
A new Valore Delano.
Now, talk about a comeback.
You call that magic?
So we have board clears, we have a Pyroblast. Eventually we'll be able to get Ragnaros down. The icing on the cake would be Frostlich Jaina, but yeah, he knows it's over. Okay, so Malu's Reno Big Spell Mage. Really fun deck to play, very flexible, lots of different options available, lots of answers available to you potentially at any one point in time, depending on what cards you have in hand. Lots of decision making, lots of things to think about, therefore making this deck quite a difficult deck to pilot, unless you've got good experience of playing it. This Slizzle 466 version of Reno Mage with EK Designer does not run Khadgar. I would question the effectiveness of Khadgar in this deck, just because it's a Reno deck and you're only playing one copy of each card. So there's only one Astromancer, for example. There's only one copy of Power of Creation, whereas in the non-Reno version you'll play double Astromancer, double Power of Creation, and so on. So you could just find that Khadgar sits in your hand and he does nothing for a while until you can find something to combo him with. So that is an issue there potentially with Khadgar. But look, I love Khadgar as a card. It's probably for me the most fun card that's come out of this expansion. So for me, having him in the deck is still a good bonus. So, thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said earlier, check out the Slizzle 466 EK Designer version of Reno Mage, and they'll talk you through the plays, the choices, the decisions. Certainly more informative than what I've given you in this video. But what you saw in this video was the power of Khadgar with Mirror Image, which I had got from Blast Wave. So yeah, sometimes strange, weird and wacky things can happen with this deck, and that makes it incredibly fun. So thanks for joining me, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon for more Wild Mode fun.